All right. We members of Parliament from Murang'a County are concerned by the raging debate in regard to the impeachment of the Deputy President, His Excellency Dp Gachagua. We have seen and heard expression from the members of Parliament who proposed the motion and the ones who are opposing the motion. It is clear, whichever direction that motion will go, it will have serious social, political, and economic ramifications in the entire mountain region. It will chart a new chapter in our politics. It will have ramification in the 2027 general elections, but most importantly, the economic and social welfare of the people of the mountain will be adversely affected. The agenda to improve the tea, the coffee, milk, macadamia, avocado, miraa, rice, fresh fruits and vegetables will be affected negatively. Our government agenda to complete the stalled projects on roads, water, electricity will be sacrificed at the altar of this impeachment. The painful national issues regarding unemployment of our youth, the dysfunctional university funding, the yet to be grounded social health programs, the Adani issues will take a back burner. It is from the above consideration that we, the elected leaders from Murang'a County, have decided to put our voice, advise our colleagues in Parliament and Senate, and guide the process. It is not too late to do the right things. One, the raging issues of impeachment debate is a dispute between elected members of UDA party and the deputy party leader, His Excellency Dp Gachagua. All having been elected at the UDA ticket are subservient to the UDA constitution. Number two, Article 39 of the UDA constitution has set an elaborate dispute resolution mechanism. That article was put by the drafter of the UDA constitution with a foresight that matters of the party members and dispute within the party members need not be conversed in public before internal dispute mechanism has been exhausted. It is on that basis that we are the proponents of the impeachment motion to first exhaust the party dispute resolution mechanism before bringing this motion to the House, which they have. The Bill of Rights, Chapter 4 of our Constitution, 2010, stipulates that as a rule of natural justice, no one shall be condemned unheard. Everybody has a right to face his accusers and be accorded an opportunity to ventilate the accusations leveled against them and put a spirited defense. That fundamental human right to every Kenyan citizen and guaranteed by our Constitution. The impeachment motion in Parliament under Article 150 does not provide the respondent, His Excellency Dp Gachagua, an opportunity to respond to the allegation set out against him under the motion. The matter will be debated in his absence and decisions made without being afforded an opportunity to respond. That is a slap on the face of the said constitutional provision. He will be condemned unheard. It's on that basis that we are seeking and beseeching our fellow members of Parliament to give the dispute resolution mechanism under Article 39 of the UDA party a chance. The article was created to cure that lacuna under Article 150 of the Constitution. 3, it is a foregone conclusion that the impeachment motion have already found its way to the House, and the Speaker is satisfied himself that the motion has met the constitutional threshold provided under Article 150. Immediately that motion has now already started being debated under Article 118 of the Constitution, provides that Parliament shall facilitate public participation and involvement in the legislative and other business of Parliament and its committees. From where we sit as members of Parliament, Parliament has not facilitated public participation in this motion. In fact, the reason why we are here today is because our respective constituents, starting from Kangema, Kandara, Gatanga, Kegumo, and Maragua, those respective constituents, there is presented under Article 1.2, we have expressed ourselves clearly that we should vote. They have said clearly that we should vote no to this motion, and they do not support the impeachment of His Excellency Dp Gachagua. The 7 constituencies, Murang'a County, have soundly rejected any attempt to impeach Dp Gachagua. Having that in mind then, Parliament has not facilitated the public participation in the 290 constituencies of the Republic of Kenya before presenting the impeachment motion for debate. Therefore, this motion fails to meet the constitutional threshold as provided for by Article 118 of our Constitution. We have learned our lessons from the Finance Bill 2024, which caused deadly Gen Z demonstration across the country because as members of Parliament, we failed to listen to the people who gave us the mandate to represent them at the same and assume it will go away. A mistake is called a mistake if it is repeated. We are therefore calling the Parliament to facilitate public participation by sending all the members of Parliament back to their constituencies, hold barazas, engage in churches, streets, and come back to Parliament and report what their voters want. It is then and only then a meaningful, legally sanctioned motion can be given a green light to be debated in Parliament. It is therefore our clarion call as members of Parliament from Murang'a County to request our colleagues for sobriety in handling this motion because the interest of the nation is greater than the interest of the individuals. It is not too late to do the right thing. And in the event our advice and counsel is ignored, as members of Murang'a County, we shall vote no to the said motion. Thank you very much. By all members, starting from Honorable Mary Wamaua, Maragua constituency, Honorable Wakili Edward Mureu, Gatanga constituency, Honorable Peter Kehongi, Kangema constituency, Honorable Joseph Munyoro, MP Kegumo constituency, Honorable Shegen Jogona, MP Kandara constituencies, and also signed by Senator Joe Nyoto, Murang'a County. Thank you very much.
I just only want to add something little by saying that whatever has been led is a concerted effort to bring out our voices. Being the representative of the people from Murang'a County, we thought it is wise that we give out a statement, and as he has concluded, it is not yet late. The motion has just been tabled, and therefore the Speaker can guide that we go to our people so that we get their nod, since the Deputy President has been elected by the people of this republic. And going against their wish shows some selfish interest, and this seems to be a calculated move. I want to bring you to the attention of the time that we had the impeachment of Rinturi CS Agriculture. We saw how it went, and we saw how the government came in and saved the situation. Why it was done that, and we could see the kind of fertilizer that our people were buying and how many of our people lost money, could tell a lot, and yet the impeachment was saved. But when you look at whatever is happening, plus what we have heard that there is a hand in influencing the members of Parliament to sign against the wish of the people, can also tell us a lot. Otherwise, I would say this is not how it was supposed to be handled, because as it has been led, the Article 39 of the UDA Constitution, the Deputy President was supposed to be subjected to the dispute resolution mechanism or committee so that he speak out. And then from there, we go to the people as per Article 118 so that people hears what the Deputy President, the elected, has done, and then they can give a nod. But you can see all this has been centered to the members of Parliament who has been influenced in one way or another. Others were signing other delays that if they don't sign, not a single time, the projects that are in their constituencies will be done, including the new and the stalled ones. But us as Murang'a members of Parliament, we stood out to listen to the crowd, and that is why we are here, not worried, because we are elected by the people. And it is the same people who pays taxes so that the same tax can be subjected back to them to give development and any other services that is required. In case we suffer what other members of Parliament are fearing, then that one will be pronounced to our people. It is because of them and the study that they gave us that has made that to happen. But I want to say, whatever you do to one person, remember, we say that what comes around always goes aloud. And I know God is on his throne. And you remember this administration was set out through players. And I want to remind Kenyans that our president that we love so much, His Excellency William Ruto, stood and said not a single time that he would ever agree his deputy to be subjected to whatever maybe he went through. What has happened, what has changed his mind, and the ills that they are purporting Rigathi has done, we do not know. Whatever they are mentioning in the hotels and whatever have you, why are we not being told, right from number one, His Excellency, to the CSAs, to the PSAs, to the members of Parliament, to the county assembly members, what each one of us has bought within the 2 years. So you can see it is totally winter hand. I know many of those who have bought aircraft and other big things, and yet there is nobody who is coming out to pronounce this. If the Deputy President is to be hanged through the impeachment motion, just because of calling unity for Mount Kenya, because there are always those who fear when Mount Kenya comes together, or else he's being subjected to the impeachment, just because he called for 1 man, 1 vote, 1 shilling, or else for whatever else he has done. One time, one day, the history will fight its way.
I really do not want to add much, but just to ask His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency William Ruto, that we know that he had and he still has the ability to stop this motion. Of course, I know that Parliament is independent, but of course, we do know that people listen to their party leaders. But one thing that my colleagues may not have said is that if should this motion go through, and I think I want to talk to ODM as a party, the party that we have co-opted into government, that the people of Kenya, if ODM members vote to impeach His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, then ODM led by Raila Amolo Odinga will never ever convince anybody that they were not brought into government for the single purpose of kicking out Rigathi Gachagua. We, especially the people from the mountain, will know and hold to it that the reason the broad-based government was formed is and was to kick out Rigathi Gachagua. And that is what we know. So I want to appeal to the ODM members of Parliament, especially through their party leader Raila Amolo Odinga, to refrain from supporting this particular motion. Number two, we believe that any differences are conciliable. We have not seen anything that Rigathi Gachagua has done that William Ruto as deputy president did not do to Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta never ever attempted through the members of parliament to impeach his deputy William Samoei Ruto. So what we are saying is this is something that we do not take kindly, and we know that without the blessings of the president, it would not have gone through. It would not have been tabled. And so we are just appealing, if there are differences between the president and his deputy, let them seek reconciliation, especially like my colleagues, like we have said in the statement, through UDA party dispute resolution mechanism. Otherwise, divorcing Rigathi Gachagua is divorcing the whole mountain. And that is what we know as people from Murang'a. Thank you very much.